Hello, curious minds. Congratulations on completing our first lesson of kickstarting our journey of becoming generative AI professional, where we discussed the basic blocks for data science, machine learning, and generative AI. Today, we are going to see how to install Anaconda on a Windows machine. The process is very same if you are using Mac or Linux. So on Windows, what we will do is we'll go to the browser and we will type in www.anaconda.com. Let's go to the download section and then here you can see the available distributions. So I know I'm on a Windows machine, but many times I have a question whether my Windows is 32-bit or 62-bit, or sometimes I want to know a little bit more about my system configuration. So my way of checking that is I will go to the start menu, type in CMD, and then I will type in system info. This gives me the complete information about my system. Importantly, it will show me whether it's a Windows 32 or 64 for my case and other important stuff. So for me, it seems that I have a 64-bit edition. Here it is in the output system info in the middle. You can see that the system is 64-bit. So this confirms to me that I need to download the 64-bit version of Anaconda. Let me click download and it's going to take some time, maybe around 2 minutes depending on my internet connection speed. Okay, we have our Anaconda installer downloaded into local machine, and if I go to my download location and double click it, we might want to run it as an administrator. But let's say if you don't have administrator access, you can install it without the administrator access as well. It will work perfectly fine for your logged in user. So simply double click the installer, continue to click next by choosing all the default option until you get to the finish button. And while it is installing, let's recap of what we discussed in our previous video about Anaconda. A quick recap is where Anaconda is just a packaged distribution of Python. Why we are installing it? Because we want to start coding in Python in our local computer. And one of the simple way of installing Python is to download the Anaconda, which we did, and install it, which we are doing as of now. Anaconda provides us the tools which are required to do the Python coding. Most popular tools that Anaconda gives us is the Jupyter notebook. And Jupyter is our code editor, will be our code editor. It will be a browser based code editor, which means that whatever Python coding we are going to do in initial days, it will be in a Jupyter code environment on a browser like a Google Chrome browser. And it seems that our installation is about to complete. Okay, so our installation is about to complete. And all right, everyone, we now have Anaconda installed. You will see this screen when you install it, and for me it took around 15 minutes to install, but that may vary depending on your system speed. But the good thing is installation is complete, so let's click next and this is all good. Now on the next screen you can see the Jupyter icon that we will be using very shortly. Let's go ahead, let's click finish. A shortcut on the desktop is created for us. Now let's go to the start menu and see what are the programs that are installed for us by Anaconda. We can see Anaconda Navigator, Anaconda PowerShell prompt, Spyder editor, and here is the Jupyter notebook that we are looking for. In our next session, we are going to see how do we use Spyder for coding in Python and we will also see how to make use of Jupyter Notebook for coding the same thing, and what are the different capabilities that Jupyter Notebook gives us that makes it a preferred choice of code editor in the initial days. So see you in the next session where we will code in Spyder and Jupyter.